The Fortunate Son is the backtrack to that. Hotel California can be overplayed, can be a little bit not my favorite at times. So I'm going to go with Fortunate Son for this one.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you because I think, as we mentioned before, Hotel California being the most overplayed song probably on this bracket, it just kind of loses that little fun you get from listening to it. And Fortunate Son, it's CCR. How do you not pick the CCR song? It's just like they just rile you up,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're gonna move on to the next matchup. We have Black and Immigrant Song.
Yeah, I honestly for this one am just feeling Immigrant Song. I feel like it's hard to beat Led Zeppelin. As much as Pearl Jam is a dad rock band, Led Zeppelin is a rock band, you know? Yeah. And so I'm thinking Immigrant Song on this one.
I definitely agree with you, honestly, because I feel like Black, it's a great song and all, and I love it for dad rock, but it's just kind of the vibes you were saying before. Like, Immigrant Song, it gets me riled up, Black it doesn't get me riled up. I just when I think of dad rock, I think of happy, riled up songs.
Yeah, perfect. Which brings us to our quarterfinals. And when we come back from this break, we will find out truly what is the ultimate. Nope. Okay, never mind. We're going to do the finals right now. Okay. So on the right side, on my side, Fortunate Son versus Immigrant Song. Honestly, I'm still feeling Immigrant Song very heavily.
I see what you're saying. I do like that. I love the Led Zeppelin, But at the other side, it's CCR at the end of the day, and Fortunate Son, when we're talking about iconic, I'm thinking Fortunate Son, because I just love that song,
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think they give the same amount of rock to them, they have the same amount of oomph behind them.
Yeah.
So I would be willing to concede on that one.
All right, yeah.
Fortunate Son making it to the finals.
Mm-hmm. All right, and then on this side we have Freebird and Like a Rolling Stone. Personally, it might just be the Bob Dylan coming out, but I don't know how I don't take Rolling Stones here.
It is so hard to try and dethrone Freebird. Mm-hmm. Especially after my patriotism is at an all-time high after
both teams.
Both Olympic teams. Shout out to the women as well for winning. Yeah. But Bob Dylan, at the end of the day, Bob Dylan is such a dad artist to me. I feel like.
Yeah, and also when I think of dad rock, I think of kind of like a softer rock, like Immigrant Song. I think that's a little heavy. But Rolling Stone, like a Rolling Stone, that's exactly what I think of. I think of a rock song that's not really going to get me, it's not going to get me amped up to run a marathon. I'm not going to be listening to it at the gym, But it's a good song that'll put me in a good mood and that I could just sit on the couch and listen to with my dad. And I know all smiles are going to be as big.
Yeah. All right, which brings us to our final, Like a Rolling Stone versus Fortunate Son. Whew, what a matchup. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to start, and I'll just throw my hat in the ring for a Fortunate Son. I mean, just the History Channel dad as a vibe. Fortunate Son, war movies, it's used in war movies a lot. That is my ultimate dad rock song.
No, honestly, I don't know how I wouldn't agree with you. And I'm just happy that one seed didn't just
make it to the finals.
So, I don't know how I wouldn't agree with Fortunate Son. It's just, that's exactly what I think of when I think dad rock. I think of that patriotism. I think of kind of getting me amped up, but as I was saying before, not too amped up. I think of just songs that really just put me in good moods,
Yeah.
So
absolutely. Mm-hmm. So there you have it, the holy grail of this or that dad rock, Fortunate Son by Clearwater Revival. Okay, I know it might be a burden, but you're going to have to wait 2 weeks for us to return again. We'll be back with our next category, and that is all from us here at This or That. Stay classy, SUNY Oswego.
I'm scared of Joe with a bat. Okay?
Okay.
Let me show you because your team is a Philly. You don't know how to score, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Just like that.
That's actually. Let me show you the Bronx Bomber way of doing it. Ready? Ready?
I swear to God. Oh my
Everyone.
All right, put the bat down.
All right. This number's like. You're right. Sorry.
I had to eat them.
Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, a big ranking for the SUNY Oswego Online Business Program.
And a new development on campus, answers regarding Mahar Hall and the Hewitt Quad.
Plus, the latest on the 2 fraternities facing suspensions at SUNY Oswego.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Joshua Madison.
And I'm Julianne Fike. Our top story tonight, 2 fraternities here at SUNY Oswego have been suspended by the school. Sigma Tau Chi, which had just returned this semester after being suspended for the past few years, was suspended on February 19th. Soon followed Psi Phi Gamma, which was suspended on the 22nd.
The suspensions appeared this week on SUNY Oswego's website for registered fraternities and sororities, but they are not yet listed on the school's website for suspended and unrecognized student organizations. At this time, the reasons for the suspensions are unknown, and they join a list of suspended organizations including Kappa Sigma, Tau Kappa Epsilon, and the Oswego State Cheerleading Squad.
We have reached out to SUNY Oswego for comment, but we have not heard back.
SUNY Oswego's online bachelor's degree business program was ranked #1 in public schools in New York by both U.S. News and World Report. The school's online Masters of Business Administration ranked #2 in the same ranking, the online Masters of Education ranked 5th, and the overall bachelor's degree program was ranked 7th. SUNY Oswego said these rankings highlight Oswego's academic quality, value, and dedication to online learning.
The Village housing selection is happening this week. Students who are eligible can join the lottery in their housing portal. The Village is townhouse apartments designed for upperclassmen who want to live away from the dorms. With just under an hour left, matched groups of 4 to 6 were able to join today between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Not fully matched groups can join tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
SUNY Oswego's Office of International Education and Programming is inviting new proposals for faculty-led study abroad programs. All proposals are welcome, especially new and repeating programs in UK, Ireland, France, and Spain. The deadline to submit a proposal is March 15th or May 15th, depending on the date you wish to travel.
SUNY Oswego will be celebrating Stress-Free Week. The school will be offering a variety of stress-free events throughout the week. They'll start off with a movie and goat yoga, and the school will close it out with some games and trivia. The full schedule can be found on the school's website, and events will fill up on a first-come, first-served basis.
Tonight, Student Engagement and Leadership held a trivia night in the Murano cafeteria. Students competed for prizes answering all types of questions. Team Squid came out on top tonight, featuring our very own Joe Seidman and Dylan Zielinski. They will be holding another trivia game show during Stress-Free Week in March.
A book from a former CBS Evening News anchor, Nora O'Donnell, about the unsung women of American history features Oswego's own Dr. Mary Walker. The book, titled We the Women, The Hidden Heroes Who Shaped America, was released today and features women such as Hillary Clinton and Amy Cohen Barrett, and many more. Walker was born in Oswego and graduated from Central Medical College, becoming the second woman in U.S. history to become a medical doctor and later becoming the only woman to earn a Medal of Honor.
Starting on February 5th, the Quad and Mahar Hall was surrounded with caution tape and cones, creating a temporary fence to prevent pedestrians from entering the area.
Reporter Sohad Hamoud has further developments on the next plan in the sector.
This month, SUNY students saw unexpected changes by SUNY Oswego's quad and Mahar Hall. But a campus-wide email confirmed an area spanning half the quad would be fenced off until January 2029. SUNY Oswego Associate Vice President for Facility Services, Mitch Fields, says it's all part of a complete overhaul of Mahar Hall.
Mahar is being completely renovated top to bottom. There'll be a demolition phase where they remove everything in the building except the structural elements. They will remove all the hazardous material.
Fields says when Mahar Hall is complete, it will be aesthetically similar to Hewitt Hall.
It will be mostly the humanities that are in that building. There will be a dean suite. It will be very similar, I think, stylistically to Hewitt Hall. You'll start to see a lot more of those informal student spaces in Mahar.
Through these plans, paths for students coming from West Campus have changed routes to reach Penfield Library and Lanigan Hall. CLA Computer Lab Assistant in Penfield Library, Kyle Fisher, says routines for students are bound to change.
Routine I had gotten into, getting things done at a certain time, leaving at a certain time, and now it just kind of threw all that off.
During renovations, this shortcut may be faster, but on a rainy day like today, it may not be the safest path. In Oswego, Saad Hamoud, Oswego.
Thanks, Soed. With another winter weather advisory across the area, temperatures here in Oswego have dropped once again.
You're right, Josh. And with a quick look at the forecast, here's Storm Team 10 meteorologist Eric Drayden.
Thanks, guys. It is crazy to think that even though that big storm is well off our coast at this point, we still have some more snow and advisories to look forward to. So right now we're looking at a winter weather advisory tomorrow starting around early 1 a.m. and it's going to continue until Thursday. We have little relief to start off the weekend as we do see that we start popping into the 40s, and after that it won't get much warmer, unfortunately, because we will receive some snow later in the week, but we are looking at a possible snow-free weekend, which I will get more into in my full forecast. But for now, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Eric. A longtime Oswego County bar owner Rose Anthony passed away on Sunday. Her passing comes just 2 weeks after her 100th birthday. Rose took full ownership of the bar back in 1975 and worked in the bar living above it until the day she passed. The bar posted the announcement of her passing saying she died peacefully, and the comments flooded with people showing their love and the support for the beloved owner.
The Town of Palermo Supervisor Patricia Redhead didn't file an annual financial report from 2021 to 2024. The last time a financial report was filed was July 21st, 2021, almost 150 days past the filing date. Redhead didn't record financial activities in the town's accounting system. As a result, the books were unbalanced and missing records. Redhead and the town board say they agree with the audit and plan on creating a plan to fix it.
The charges have been reduced in a recent Syracuse University hate crime for one of the two students. Kyle Anderson was charged with burglary as a hate crime and criminal nuisance. Judge Derek Thomas reduced the charges to 1 count of criminal trespass that could be dropped if Anderson stays out of trouble for 6 months. Anderson was accused of following fellow student Samuel Patton to a Jewish fraternity during a Rosh Hashanah dinner. Anderson entered the home, throwing pork on the walls and floors of the entryway. Patton still has all of his charges, including a hate crime and criminal trespass.
Now to Boonville, where members of the Abundant Life Fellowship gathered together for their first service since their church was destroyed in an explosion. The service was held in Adirondack High School just 5 days after the explosion. It was announced that the explosion was caused by a damaged propane fuel line. The pastor and a firefighter have been released from the hospital, while 2 others remain in critical condition.
Earlier today, the Compass hosted a guest speaker discussing employer expectations and interviewing.
Here's Leon Brooker with more.
Thank you. Today I attended the Art of Interviewing and Meeting Employer Expectations in the Career Services Center. This event's goal was to help students who are entering the work field prepare and practice key tips for interviews with companies that they are interested in. I interviewed Jody Giaroso from Enterprise Mobility to help gain perspective from employers.
On hold. Now we're in over 90 countries. A big thing we're looking for is people who come in and they want to make an impact right away. They, you're gonna learn, we're gonna teach you things, but we're looking for people who are eager, that they want to come in, they want to move up through the process, so that they really bring that work ethic in every day. They bring a positive attitude. The things are changing so quick right now, but we want people to come in with that fresh perspective of how they can come in and make an impact with a company, that they don't just want to kind of sit back and wait, that they want to make an impact right away. I think a big thing is did they do research on the company? Do they know what the position is about that they're getting into? But once again, and I hit on it earlier, but that positive attitude, that they, when they're talking about their past experiences, was it positive experiences, or are they always just hitting on the negative? So sometimes people do that, is they'll kind of put down the last position they had instead of a positive spin on what they learned throughout the process. So really, when you're coming in for that interview, how did you impact the last position you were at? That's something a recruiter picks up on right away, is did that person have a good experience where they're at, and can they bring that good experience to whatever company they're going to? Office. And then after that, so a lot of things I was just going over in this session, we talked about the STAR method, about answering questions, because even though you get that initial job, you should always be wanting to grow and continue to grow up through hopefully that organization that you go into. So whether that's an internal promotion into another role, you're always going to need interviewing techniques. So no matter where you get, it doesn't stop, and it always helps with that. But interviewing is just that communication, the talking base. So it's, whether it's talking to a customer or a colleague, but what we're trying to teach too is not just getting the first initial job, working your way up, growing with that organization, and how can you make sure you're getting all those steps.
You can learn more about events like this by visiting the Career Services Center in Marano Campus Center. Another thing to look out for is the upcoming career fair. I'm Leon Brooker. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Leon. Still ahead tonight, the latest on the blizzard that struck the Big Apple, what the mayor has to say about the conditions of the city.
Plus, new body cam footage from a state police officer who was struck by a vehicle. More on the accident when we come back.
Welcome back to the DK experience. Go back to your job.
Every NFL fan has played for the last 15 games. They beat.
Writing a letter to the NFL fans? Get out of here with that. Let me finish.
No,
finish.
Stop.
Johnny Manziel, that guy, he's a loser.
No, that's.
Oh.
Watch the DK experience.
Is there anything interesting happening in here? Joe, is there anything interesting happening in here?
Yes, there is some interesting stuff tonight. We're doing our weather outside. Our quick weather.
Never mind.
Let's see, I'm sorry, dude.
Good evening and welcome back. I'm your WTOP Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Eric Drayton. Same time, same place, different weather. Right now in Oswego, it is 15 degrees Fahrenheit with a dew point of 8. Humidity only 74. Pressure a little high, nothing to worry about. The wind is going pretty slow, southeast at 3 miles per hour, nothing much. The advisory I was talking about earlier, winter weather advisory, it's going to be starting tomorrow at 1 a.m. and continue into Thursday morning, 7 a.m. and a small craft advisory. So if you have a boat, maybe don't take it out onto the lake. That's what they're saying. Taking a look one more time at Sunday's observed forecast from the nor'easter. Oswego, you received 0.7 inches. Syracuse came in at 3, Albany 4.4, Central Park just under 20, Suffolk County, Long Island, you saw almost 30 inches coming at 29.1. All of those numbers were definitely a little bit more than what the model said. Right now, it is 15 degrees in Fulton, Watertown, also 15 degrees, 20 all the way in Rochester, 24 in Buffalo, and you see up here at Tupper Lake, it is just dropping all the way down to 11, way below freezing, almost 10. Now, in Oswego, one more time, 27 degrees, 28 in Syracuse. That's where you saw excessive snowfall. And you're going to see it one more time starting at Wednesday. All this heavy snow that comes in to start the week, you'll see it comes in and it drops a huge amount, dropping your temperature and leaving even more accumulation. Then at times like this, at Wednesday at 2:30 in the middle of the day, all that snow gets picked up, possibly dropping your visibility with blowing snow. That snow will clear out Thursday. And as we continue into Thursday morning, we have a thin snow band sitting just below Oswego, which again is going to drop even more snow on you. And going into the weekend, just at the end of the Thursday, all that's going to clear out, but your temperatures are going to drop significantly, almost 0 for Watertown, other places just below 20. Wednesday, the Lakers will be playing the Bengals in their quarterfinal game. It's going to be 37 degrees, and at night it's going to drop down to 22. So as you're leaving the game, make sure that you have a coat. I hope that the Lakers win. Now, 37 for Wednesday, one more time, 27 for Thursday, chance of PM showers the whole time, 36 for Friday, Saturday 41, and then you'll see Sunday, it drops down to 24, Monday all the way down to 21, and cutting off at Tuesday, 32 degrees. But right now, that is all from me for my full forecast.
Though the storm may be over, that does not mean that the danger to vulnerable New Yorkers has passed. Please continue to keep an eye out for anyone at risk. An enhanced Code Blue remains in effect through Wednesday morning. Shelters will continue to operate with an open door policy. No one will be turned away. Outreach workers will continue canvassing across all 5 boroughs to bring homeless New Yorkers inside.
This afternoon, New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani warning New Yorkers about the dangers of the ongoing winter weather. The Big Apple faced blizzard-like conditions to start the week, with massive snow totals across the areas. Schools reopened this morning, but the blizzard dumped over 2 feet of snow as the tri-state area faces what could be its worst winter storm in a decade.
The blizzard affecting New York City and thousands more across the region, and now many are facing power outages and travel troubles.
Michael Yoshida was in Boston this afternoon reporting on the current conditions of the Northeast.
The big dig out started here in Boston following that massive winter storm that hammered the Northeast. Here in South Boston, or south, you can see just these cars buried all of this snow that's piled up following plows moving through this neighborhood. Here in Boston, they got more than 1.5 feet of snow, but from Boston to Philadelphia, New York, even Providence, some areas getting more than 3 feet of snow. That means a lot of work for these snow plow crews. You can see they've done a good job at least going through the main part of the street, but still a lot of snow piling up. And take a look at this. There's something unique to this area. These space savers. People have come out, they've dug out their cars, they've dug out the space, but to make sure they don't lose this valuable space, we've got a chair, we've got a skateboard marking that territory so someone else can't come in here and grab it. But, you know, it's not just all of this snow that's causing trouble for travel. It's also causing big issues for power across the Northeast. Still some hundreds of thousands of customers in various states being impacted by power outages. Utility companies, elected officials asking for patience, saying yes, they were prepared for this. They staged crews, but it's going to take some time to repair those power lines, repair those power poles. And again, it could be potentially several days for some of those hardest hit areas until the lights come back on. Obviously, a lot of work ahead following this massive winter storm. In Boston, I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
A blizzard warning is in effect for all 5 boroughs of New York City, Long Island, and much of New Jersey, with strong winds and heavy snow expected to persist through the region.
Another headline out of New York City as multiple NYPD officers were hit with snowballs in Washington Square Park, with several injuries being reported. The NYPD is looking for 2 people after the incident. Although Mayor Mondani does not believe that anyone should be charged in the snowball fight, the mayor now faces backlash from the Police Benevolent Association, blasting the mayor's response as a failure of leadership. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch stated that the incident still remains under investigation.
Now to a developing headline out of Duane near the Canadian border. Shocking body camera footage showing a New York State trooper that was hit by a car this morning. The accident happening around 8 a.m. at the intersection of State Route 458 and State Route 30. Troopers on the scene were able to immediately provide medical attention, and the officer that was struck by the vehicle was treated at the hospital and is already back on duty. The 21-year-old driver told the troopers he missed the stop sign because of the sun glare.
Today, the president will speak about his agenda. He may say it's time to move on from this Epstein thing. Mr. President, today we are saying we will not move on and the world is not moving on.
President Trump just took the stage at 9 for his first State of the Union address in his second presidential term. Trump is expected to talk about the economy, immigration, and focusing on his deportation efforts. House Minority Leader Katherine Clark and other Democratic lawmakers are skipping the address in protest, while others like Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer say they plan to attend and sit in defiance.
Following their gold medal win Sunday in Italy, the USA men's hockey team visited President Trump at the White House. USA forward Matthew Tkachuk posted photos on social media of the team on a government plane and arriving in Washington, D.C. Trump administration aides also shared photos and videos of the visit. Images show the team throughout the White House, including a group photo with the president in the Oval Office. Still ahead tonight, our picture of the week will be revealed.
But first, our sports anchor Casey DeSalle dives into some Laker playoff action and exciting boxing return. We'll be right back.
I saw bread, and I want some bread.
I feel like the amount of work that we get here is very different than a community college. So at my last school, we had at least an essay a week that was due for any given class.
Yeah. Also makes you really appealing because you're starting in the fall, where it's kind of like more still good sport.
If it's hockey,
It's what they score!
it's on Hockey Talk. Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Their behavior against easy teams, how do you lose to the Bruins twice?
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, Mondays at 9:30 after East Coast hockey games. Only on WTOP.
Oh boy!
Come across like
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon.
Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still? Joe, I'm going to sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Casey DeSalle with your sports rundown. The Oswego men's hockey team will begin their postseason journey tomorrow night against Buffalo State. The Lakers faced the Bengals twice this year and handled them pretty easily both times, with their last contest happening this past Saturday with a score of 6-1. The winner of tomorrow night's contest will advance to the semifinal round, which is this Saturday, the 28th. Puck drop for the quarterfinal matchup is 7 p.m. tomorrow at the Deborah F. Stanley Arena. After winning the SUNY Championship for the first time in history last year, the Oswego women's lacrosse team takes the field for their first game of the season tomorrow. They'll be kicking off the season as the preseason favorites to win the SUNY and go back-to-back. Lakers are headed down south to face the SUNY Poly Wildcats, and they'll look to carry their momentum from last season at 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. More playoff action took place earlier tonight, but this time on the basketball court. The Oswego men's basketball team beat down the Mooresville Mustangs in the first round of the SUNY Championship 66-87, thanks to a career-high 29 points from Jason McGee. The Lakers will advance to the semifinal round to face the Oneonta Red Dragons on Thursday at the G. Hal Chase Gymnasium at 5:30 p.m. Now adding some local high school basketball, or maybe UFC. West Genesee basketball player Ryan Sapio suffered a concussion after a Cochran player missed a free throw, went back on defense, and then slapped him. Syracuse.com posted this photo where you can clearly see the marking on his eyeball, and pretty big blow there. The Camillus Police Department has decided to launch an investigation for this incident. Before the game ended, Sapio was checked back into the game and received hugs from players on both teams. Now for some NFL news. The New York Jets and Breece Hall are still in contract talks ahead of the deadline on March 3rd. However, General Manager Darren Mugie said today that if the two sides cannot reach an agreement within a week, the tag will be used on their star running back. This move will take the most desired running back in free agency off the board. Hall was one of the Jets' best weapons, coming off a career high of 1,065 rushing yards. Now let's step into the ring for some exciting news. Floyd Money Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao will be stepping into the ring to face off one more time. The boxers are set to fight on September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas on Netflix. This bout is a rematch of their record-setting 2015 fight. Will Mayweather win again, or will it become Pacquiao's time to shine? Now let's head over to Little Caesars Arena, where the Spurs took on the Pistons. There's Cade Cunningham dapping his teammates up just before tip-off. Starting us off, De'Aaron Fox is going to find Van Sella at the top of the key for a 3-ball. Spurs went with it again. Stephon Castle finds the Vassell in the corner. Bullseye, 2 for 2 from 3 to start the game. Next possession, Fox drives to the paint. Finds Vassell in the corner, in the corner. 3 in a row from deep. He is on fire. Later in the opening quarter, Cade Cunningham takes it inside and dishes it out to Ronald Holland II for another triple. It's raining threes early on in Detroit. Moving ahead to the third quarter, we got a close one as Cunningham drives in for the floater off the iron, but rebounded by Jalen Duren, who puts it in for the 2 and the lead. But the Spurs were too persistent in this one. In the fourth, up by 9, Victor Wembanyama kicks it out to Vassell. Bullseye. He can't miss from deep. Fox looking for the dagger here at the end of the game. Air balls, rebounded by Vassell, out to Castle. Throw it up and slam it down. Wembanyama with the dagger. The Spurs go on to win 114-103. And Vassell had 28 points, going 7 of 11 from beyond the arc. Stay tuned for our Picture of the Week. We'll be right back here on WTOP-10.
I'm scared of Joe.
That's how you hit. Okay.
Okay. Let me show you, because your team is a filthy. You don't know how to score, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just like that.
That's actually. Let me show you the Bronx Bomb way of doing it. Ready? Ready?
I swear to God. Oh my God.
Everyone.
Alright, put the bat down. The number's like.
Sorry, Julian.
Sorry.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Crits. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to.
If only we had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you? Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises. And tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 News. It's time to reveal our picture of the week.
Our winner this week was submitted by Assistant News Director Joe Seidman.
Joe, along with other WTOP members pictured here, won trivia night in the Murano cafeteria earlier tonight.
If you would like to submit a picture for next Tuesday, you can email producers Logan Russo or Eddie McAlpine.
Well,
Hello everybody, I'm Wine.
I'm Zoe.
And this is the Unofficial Sports Show. Here in the show, we will walk you around the sports world and also give you a look into the wackiest sporting events around.
And also the occasional competition with an athlete on our very own campus of SUNY Oswego.
Well, if you live under a rock and have not heard the news, the Winter Olympics happened last week in Italy. And the biggest event on one of the coldest stages included sports such as figure skating, snowboarding, and more. But of course, the biggest one of them all was hockey. Why don't you walk me through the ice action?
Yeah, Juan, if you haven't heard, the big bad USA is back on top, baby. With the help of a young man from Orlando, Florida, of all places. Jack Hughes sealed the deal for the men in red, white, and blue, crushing the hopes and dreams of maple syrup enthusiasts worldwide. Number 86 sniped it from the circle past well-known Canadian man Jordan Binghamton. And to put a cherry on top, the women also secured a gold with a 2-1 overtime win over more well-known Canadians.
Yeah, so those well-known Canadians are really just going down, and for USA, a really great all-around performance for the boys in red, white, and blue. Collected the second most gold medals with 12 on the Olympics, only behind Norway, only 6 behind Norway, who had 18, but who's from Norway, so why does it even matter?
I got a quick answer for you, Logan. No one. Who cares? It's Norway.
Very true, very true. Well, now, Zoe, staying on the theme and topic of Olympics, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of it, what the show's all about, with an event that you may not have heard. How about the biathlon?
Yeah, Logan. The biathlon's a weird one. It's a mixture of cross-country skiing and rifle shooting. For those who don't know, it originated in the 18th century Scandinavian military traditions and started at the 1924 Winter Olympics. And 102 years later, the Frenchmen took the top spot with 6 gold medals in the 2026 Winter Olympics.
Yeah, so I mean, the Rockets on the team, the LeBrons on the team, Ocean, Michelin, and Julia Simon. Simon, again, absolute forces to be reckoned with in that world of biathlon. They placed top 2, both of them in the women's 12.5 kilometer mass start. Very good. Watch for them in the future if you guys ever tune in to the sport of biathlon.
Thanks, Logan. And since we got that out of the way, we have the most anticipated segment coming up. Stay tuned to the Unofficial Sports Show after this break.
I saw bread, and I want some bread.
I feel like the amount of work that we get here is very different than a community college. So at my last school, we had at least an essay a week that was due for any given class.
Yeah. Also makes you really appealing because you start in the fall, where it's kind of like more, still good sport.
If it's hockey,
It's what they score!
it's on Hockey Talk. Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Their behavior against easy teams. How do you lose to the Bruins twice?
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, Mondays at 9:30 after East Coast hockey games. Only on WTOP.
Oh boy!
come across.
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy! I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon. Joe is at this place. No. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still? Joe, I'm gonna sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Unofficial Sports Show, the inaugural episode, the show about unofficial sports. If you are just joining us, I am Logan Weingartner, joined by the great Lorenz Guzman.
And ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Yorktown Heights, New York, the best three-point shooter on the Oswego State Lakers, Chris White-Luciano. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Magida Luciano, up top for three. Oh yeah, that's good, Luciano. He's too sweet from beyond the arc. Takes it out to Magida. Luciano in the corner. Oh yeah, White Luciano. Remember that name when you talk about three-point shooting. Bill's there, takes it out to White Luciano for three. Bang! Chris White Luciano cannot miss.
Luciano from the corner. It's good. But Luciano crosses to his left, goes up with his right, floats it up and in.
Yeah, good.
Well, I mean, just a great highlight package for Luciano. What more can you say about number 15? He is just so good.
He sure is, Logan. Well, now let's get to the fun stuff. An interview with our very own CWL.
Hi, I'm here today with Chris White-Luciano, the first contestant on the Unofficial Sports Show on WTOP-10. Chris, my first question, what got you into basketball?
Just as a kid when I was little, just my dad got a mini hoop for me. My grandparents bought like the Little Tykes hoop, and I just loved it from then.
Awesome. And who, growing up, was your biggest basketball mentor, whether it be a coach, another player, or really a family member, anybody?
Growing up, I would say it's my uncle that had passed. He kind of taught me how to dribble the basketball. And I remember like as a kid always being outside with him, going to parks and stuff and just playing. So it was mad cool.
Awesome. It's very cool. And if you could play a sport, or rather, what's your favorite sport besides basketball? If you could play one here, what would it be besides basketball?
Well, they don't have football here. I'm a little bit of a football fan. But I'd probably do track. Probably run track.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What would your events be in track?
Probably triple jump, long jump, or maybe the 100 meter. So, because that's what I did in high school.
Yeah. And we were talking about this before. What is your favorite basketball shoe to wear?
Currently,
if you could have one basketball shoe right now you could buy, what would it be?
Any shoe?
Yeah.
Kyrie 5s. Those are so good.
Awesome. And
the Squidward ones, yeah. Squidward ones.
There we go. And to end, who growing up was your favorite basketball player to watch?
Growing up, favorite basketball player to watch? Prime James Harden on the Rockets. Like the runs he would go on I just loved it.
And who do you copy your play style off of, if it's anyone, or like whose film do you watch of a player?
I used to watch a lot of Donovan Mitchell when he first got into the league, and like Klay Thompson too. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. That's us for Chris White-Luciano. Stick around for the competitions.
Well, I loved hearing more about number 15, our guy Chris White-Luciano, and I have to say, I am also a track guy. Did a lot of distance in high school. Zoe, anything?
Yeah, I bet he'd beat you. Anyways, he said he was a big Kyrie 5s guy. I was also a big Kyrie kid growing up. My mom bought me the Kyrie 1s from Burlington. Shout out my mom if she's watching. They were like gray, blue. They had yellow accents. They were pretty cool. They were pretty sweet. But anyways, let's get to the meat of the show here. we have our first ever competition segment. Play the tape.
Yeah, good.
Thank you.
That is some of the worst shooting form I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, well, it's definitely something that can be worked on. As the saying goes, everything can be worked on. You got a tournament on Friday with WTOP. See how that goes. You're on my team. So is our producer for news, Eddie McAlpine. So that team should be lethal. But in the meantime, let's see if you're any better.
I just have a better form. I'm just bad. I just have a better form. Like, that form's silky, man.
You got 25 seconds. About 10 seconds. About 10 left. 5 seconds. Left. And
Well, turns out I'm much worse than you, huh? I don't know how. I don't know why. I just kind of suck.
Well, I mean, I think you got the form down. It's just very unlucky, but safe to say that our chances of being recruited have slimmed down maybe to none. Probably not even going to make an NAI team, neither of us. Maybe you could. But anyway, stick around after the break because that's where the meat of the show will happen. Again, stick around. Don't go anywhere.
I saw bread, and I want some bread.
I feel like the amount of work that we get here is very different than a community college. So at my last school, we had at least an essay a week that was due for any given class.
Yeah. Also make you really appealing because you start in the fall, where it's kind of like more, still good sport.
If it's hockey,
It's what they score!
it's on Hockey Talk. Join Rob Finger and his panel of guests.
Their behavior against easy teams. How do you lose to the Bruins twice?
As they take you through the hockey world.
We welcome you with open arms.
Tune into Hockey Talk, Mondays at 9:30 after East Coast hockey games. Only on WTOP.
Oh boy!
Come across and take care.
Good evening and welcome to Jeopardy. I am your host, Joe.
Hello, Simon. Joe is at this place. And I'm very concerned to see what Piper's answer is here. Sorry, it's a 98-page rule book.
You guys are stumped still? Joe, I'm gonna sound like a little snob here. It was not founded by Ray Kroc.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't want to quote Bruce Buffer here, but it's time.
Great quote, Zoe. And we now have the best shooter on the Oswego State men's basketball team. Lights it up from downtown. Let's roll the tape.
Give me two, give me two.
Well, shocker. Chris did what he did, and he delivered what he said he was going to do. He probably missed like 3 or 4. We made 5. We suck. Although, if you thought we were done, you'd be wrong. We have another special guest for you. All the way from Penfield, number 32, freshman Patrick Emling. Roll the oh, wow, they really quit that quick. He also like swore when he was shooting, so that was like a pain.
Well, I mean, no doubt about it that Penfield Patrick Emling is a sniper from downtown. So if you want, you can count his scores with us. But the general premise for us to be fair and square for today was us versus Chris White Luciano, and big shocker, we lost.
Well, we wanted to get in a deeper dive into the mind of CWL, so we had another interview. Play the clip.
I'm here with Chris White Luciano for 2 more questions. Chris, build your best Oswego State basketball player with your current teammates.
Build my best. Oh, that's a good
Different
question.
attributes, different
So
skills.
I would say my shooting, Arthur's athleticism, Deacon's size, J Watt's like IQ and ability, Jason McGee's confidence, either Steve or Freddie's quickness, because they're both. But I'll go Freddie's quickness. And what other attributes am I missing?
Defense. Who's defense?
Defense. We got some good defenders. Art plays good defense. Steve plays good defense. Deacon plays good defense. Overall, I would say like a mix of like, and Freddie played good defense too. I would say a mix of like Steve and Deacon's defense, because being able to play Steve defense on the perimeter and Deacon being big and strong and being a post defender.
Perfect. I love that mix of young players and veterans. And also, totally unrelated, but what is your gas station order?
Gas station order? Probably not the most healthy, but I always go with water. I always get a water. So water, probably like a honey bun, Sour Patch Kids, and like the Oreo, the cake ones, like the queso Oreos.
Yes.
Yeah, those.
Perfect. Well, we'll have to try that. That's us for Chris White Luciano, the half-court questions.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Chris White Luciano, a very good player, very good answers. That's why the Oswego State Lakers are 21-4, currently up 29-20 over the Morrisville Mustangs at home. Parker Voris and Lucas McGarry on that call, and he made up a great lineup of players. That's, again, why the Oswego State Lakers are so good, Zoe.
Yeah, I mean, I was like listening to him make his perfect player. Is it me, or do you kind of sound like he made LeBron? Tall guy, can defend, can shoot, pass, quick. I don't know, man. I think we had the same vision, me and him.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you stack all the players together, I'm sure you would get the attributes of LeBron. A lot of similar play styles in Oswego to LeBron. Who knows? Maybe in the Morrisville game, someone will have a LeBron-type block. Lorenz, anything else before we cut to the next segment?
Nothing but wishing our boys luck, man. Wishing our boys luck. It's playoffs. We got to get going. But ladies and gentlemen, if you already had enough of us, well, I got some bad news for you. We got more after this break. Yeah, I like that. Beautiful.
Okay.
Let me show you, because your team is a filthy. You don't know how to score, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Just like that.
That's actually let me show you the Bronx Bomber way of doing it. Ready? I swear to God. Oh my
Everyone?
God. All right, put the bat down. All right, this number's like...
Sorry, you're right.
Sorry. Yeah. You're like, hey.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say. No.
Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
If only we had someone who could tell us what we should and shouldn't watch.
Well, do we have a show for you?
Who are you?
What are you doing in my bed?
On Be Kind and Rewind, we will go through and review all your favorite movie franchises and tell you which ones you should and shouldn't watch from the perspective of normal movie fans. Well, be sure to check out Be Kind and Rewind on WTOP-10.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Unofficial Sports Show. If you are just joining us, again, I am Logan Weingartner, joined by my great co-host, Lorenz Guzman, the inaugural episode of USS. Let's get to it. As you saw in the previous segment, Chris White-Luciano, number 15 on the Oswego State Lakers, gave us his gas station order, and we'd be fools if we didn't go out and get it and try it out, so we got it.
We got it, ladies and gentlemen. 2 waters.
It's the classic water here.
We got
Can't go wrong.
Sour Patch Kids. We got Oreo Cakesters. And we got, to top it off, last but not least, a honey bun.
Now, interesting fact. Chris White-Luciano, after the interview, we had talked to him. He said he stopped eating these about a year ago because they do not digest. So for you people at home, if you're, just take that into consideration next time you eat an Oreo. But let's get to it.
Where do you want to start here? You let me know.
Let's start with the classic water.
All right, let's start with the water. Not sponsored, but it's water. It's great. Great hydration. Purified drinking water. Not too much to say about that.
Any ranking? What would your top 3 water brands?
Top 3 water brands? I would take. I think I gotta take the Great Value brand at number 1. This is what I drink at home. This is what I drink during the summer on hot days. This is just the go-to. My number 2, you ever have the Essentia water? That's great.
Yes.
The Essentia water is great.
I have.
Big fan of what they got going on there. If it was a stock, I'd buy a lot of it. Third water, can't go wrong with Poland Springs. The Poland Springs, you can't go wrong with it.
Great one. That is a great one. My rankings, number 1, I'd have to say Smart Water, very good. very good water. Reminds me I have to go to Walmart after this and get more water for my dorm with Eddie McAlpine, my roommate. But anyways, let's try. What do you think next?
Let's try and go this in order. I think he said it's one of these two. Let's go for the Sour Patch Kids next.
Okay.
I think that'll be fun.
What's your favorite, before we get into it, what is your favorite Sour Patch Kid flavor? Or
I'm a big
color,
fan
rather?
of what Blue's got going on. I feel like blue or green.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that. I'm going to get a handful here. I'll
Thank
pass
you.
this off to you.
Thank you. Yeah. We got orange, blue and green. So let's try blue. I think blue's probably my favorite out of all flavors, I'd say.
I gotta say, Sour Patch Kids is probably my favorite candy.
Yeah. I was having some a few days ago. Very
shocker. He's a big candy guy. But they're good.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite. I'm not a big chocolate guy.
I take. Is it crazy to say I would take Skittles over those though?
I think to the average person, yes. But for me, I think you're a crazy man and you should be put in an asylum for that. I feel like Sour Patch Kids are number one. I feel like it's undisputed. I don't know, man. We got people in the studio disagreeing with me, but who cares? It's my show anyways. Anyways, let's go to the next segment.
Texture is off-putting sometimes, but
texture, whatever, dude.
What are you gonna do?
We have a honey bun. Yeah, honey bun. It's a jumbo ice. We can Lady in the Tramp this, or we can split it. I don't know where you want to go here. Want to take a bite and pass it? Actually,
Yes.
I'll split it. I'll
Yes.
split it in my hand.
I'm gonna grab some more of these meanwhile.
Yeah. All right, here you go. Knock yourself out with those. The honey bun. I mean, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Not too much to say about the honey bun. Never disappoints.
I mean, I wonder if he said these aren't, but I wonder if these are digestible. So
Probably not. I feel like none of this food is really good for us here.
We'll find out later.
Yeah, I mean, we woke up, made an OP, and decided to steal cooked. So, yeah. I mean, a honey bun, it's what you got. It's what you asked for.
Yeah. But
nothing too crazy.
Not the ideal breakfast though. Along with cereal, start off your day with that.
Who would
have a
honey
bad
bun
day
for breakfast?
probably?
Who would have a honey bun for breakfast? That's a thing. People have honey buns for breakfast.
No, I mean it's adjacent to how bad cereal is for you, kind of.
I would beg to differ. I would really beg to differ. That honey bun, honey buns cannot be on the same level.
Maybe not the same.
It's like comparing a nuclear bomb to a baby.
This is like
it's two polar opposites. One is branded for breakfast. The other one's like a well-known like treat.
What's in this? We got ammonium sulfate. We got a bunch of stuff in this. Anyways, now on to the non-digestible food. We got the Oreo Cakesters, which we picked up at Burn Dairy about, I want to say, what, 4:45. Lady at the cash register must have thought we were some insane people for getting all these sweet treats, but onto the non-digestible items.
Yeah, kind of just spit some honey bun on my jacket. I'm kind of upset.
Why don't you start us off? And on the theme of breakfast, I wouldn't try that for breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, common sense. I wouldn't have an Oreo Cakester for breakfast either. He said they weren't digestible, which I'm kind of concerned about. They did bring these back though.
Yeah.
I know they were missing for quite some time, and now everyone's very excited that they're back. We can do a little cheers action here. I'll just hand this to you. Cheers.
Cheers.
You take a bite, son. Not bad.
Yeah, no. They're good, yeah. Have you tried the Reese's and Oreo, the combination they have?
No. No, we can tell me more about it. Okay.
No.
Oreo Cakesters. Yeah, definitely not good for you.
But that's why CWL, Chris Luciano, is so good on the court. Averages 7 points. Again, the statistically best three-point shooter on the Oswego State men's basketball team. This healthy food fuels him to play very well.
Yeah.
In fact, let's check in his.
Not these. Don't get.
Oh
these
no,
guys.
not those.
We care about our audience and we don't want you to get sick.
Chris Luciano has 3 points right now, 1 of 2 shooting, so not a bad night so far. Deacon Judd leads the way, 12 points. Oswego 9-point lead at halftime. So go tune into that one. Should be a great one as we march further into the playoffs for SUNYACs. Let's take a second bite.
Already finished mine. Anyways, they say have your cake and eat it too. And I'm one to always take advice from a cookie. Let me tell you what. Big Chinese guy, big, when the cookies, fortune cookies come, I feel pretty inspired when I open my cookie and it says something cool for me.
Yeah.
Not to shy away from advice from a cookie.
Well, before the show ends, why don't we get to ranking these? What would you put first, second, third, and if you want to rank the water, I guess, fourth?
I'm going water number 1. That is just simply an essential to the body. I feel like you got to go water 1. Sour Patch Kids 2. I'm going to go Honey Bun 3. Ooh. Cakesters 4. That might be controversial. Yeah. Sue me. I don't care.
I have to agree. I'd go water 1, obviously just a central piece to how your body performs throughout the day. Sour Patch Kids 2, Honey Bun 3, and Cakesters 4. But that'll be all for us for the first episode of Unofficial Sports Show. Stick around.